All right. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You go ahead. You kick it off.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm Kimberly Jensen for those of you that are new to or have never met me before, maybe know me on social media and we've never had one of these. Welcome to just really honestly an exciting call. This morning I got up so early and I went for a run. I find so much clarity in nature and in like finding, just the cold and like fresh air. And I felt so much peppier. And I feel like, I mean, I'm jumping to the gun here, but I think sometimes we think we're making changes because I think I felt like I've been making changes for 8 years because I change programs or I add in, I try a new nutrition plan or I try something different. And I don't think I even realized that the thing that needed to change was what I was pursuing. And so when Shaklee kind of started popping up, and the first time I actually heard of it was when I saw there's a gentleman by the name of Robbie Carter. He was my Beachbody representative as a Star Diamond coach on my side. And he was who I talked to, like if I needed help, or once I moved to the East Coast, he was like my guy. And when I saw that he had moved over to a company called Shaklee, I didn't even think anything of it. And then, fast forward maybe like a month or two, I was talking to a dear friend and she was saying how she's been trying to get Shakeology down for so long and it didn't stomach well in her system. And she finally was like, I got to make a change. And she found this other shake and she'd been drinking it and it, was just so much easier on her stomach. And then of course, I learned that Kelly also was, basically looking into it as well. And I'll let Kelly kind of tell her Beachbody story, but I have been with Beachbody for 8.5 years. I never intended to get into network marketing. I worked in hotels and then I worked for a church and really I just wanted to be mom. But when you live in Southern California, it's really hard to just be mom and not work. And so, by design, Beachbody kind of fell into my lap and it came at a time where I was definitely in baby blues, 50 pounds overweight and really just struggling. And I needed something. And so, lo and behold, 8 years later, I had two more babies, moved a lot of times, and I began to see that social, network marketing, selling things online, being a direct sales representative for things that I already used was probably the best way for me to pursue being mom, pursue being wife, and pursue, really trying to create a sanctuary for my family, my friends, my neighbors, but also being able to contribute to my family. And so when Beachbody started hitting this, like it just nothing worked anymore. Nothing people had, you talk to someone new and I couldn't honestly say to someone, come and do this business with me because I knew that you weren't going to make very much money. And then when I saw their profit statement for last year and I realized they didn't make a profit last year, I realized why. And the morale of the company had just changed because they were losing money. And so they had to start making dips in volume and everything started to change. And so when this opportunity came into play, it was like a no-brainer for me. I feel like it was the right time. It was the right company with the right products. Within maybe a day of me being interested, I was on the phone with their, director of sales and, him just not trying to convince me, just telling me about it. And then sharing with my dad and my mom and learning that my dad used to sell Shaklee. And I think, when I did a video recently, but I think one of the things that stands out to me is just the fact that they're a company that doesn't make excuses for their products because they know their products are the best on the best out there. You cannot find anything else out there. They don't make it, there's no recalls, there's no lawsuits, there's no you're looking at 20 years as customer loyalty, where for me that's like I can't keep anybody on Shakeology anymore, And so for me, it was just like, maybe this is the next best thing. I think the part that I didn't, when I was trying to decide if I wanted just to get out of the business altogether, was I loved the structure of the company. And I felt like this is exactly what I was looking for. So, that's kind of how I came to know it. And I feel like it's already given me life in my, just life in my step. I think I love working for something that doesn't feel like a secret or shady, or there's no questions. You're gonna order your product and 2 to 3 days later you're gonna get it, and I love that. And so that's kind of why I'm here. I think I was supposed to more or less introduce myself, but here I am ahead of the game because I'm so excited. But I figure you all kind of know me as is. But I am a mom of four, born in Canada, lived in Southern California where I met my husband, and we now reside in South Carolina. Do you know how hard it is to say that you moved from Southern California to South Carolina? I say Southern Carolina all the time. The hardest transition. Who knew, right? Couldn't have made it easy and moved to like North Dakota or something. No, South to South. Anyway, that's me. I have literally been in the fitness industry since I like to say since I was a baby in a carriage. My mom calls it the bucket, but she used to teach classes my whole life. My mom's been in the gym my whole life. And so I'd be in the little, bucket in the back of the fitness classes, and she'd be teaching and the music would be blaring. And so for me, health and fitness has always been my means of dealing with, mental health, physical health, emotional health. It's my therapy. I feel like so having the opportunity to continue in the same line of business to ensure that women are taking care of themselves is honestly one of my purposes that I've been given on earth, because I truly believe that it is the answer to most people's issues if they give it a chance. So all that to say, Kelly.
Yeah. All right. So my name is Kelly Jimenez. I am a mom of three, and I've been married to my husband for 13 years, dating 20. We met in college. We were both athletes. So health and fitness has been a part of my life forever. He played baseball. I played volleyball. And then he went on to play baseball professionally. And after we got married, I quit my job and started traveling with him. And we traveled all over the country. Never lived in South Carolina. We did live in North Carolina for a couple years, but moved all over the country with him. And I had a new baby, and I was kind of what Kim said, like baby blues, couldn't get back into shape. We traveled all the time, so I couldn't go to a gym. I used to be a runner. I couldn't really go for runs with my 18-month-old son. He wasn't going to go for it, especially when Chris was gone traveling. And so I started doing at-home workouts, and that's how I got involved with Beachbody. And kind of like what Kim said, Beachbody was awesome for a season for me. It helped me get in shape after all three of my kids, provided financial stability for us while we were moving all over the place. Chris was in the minor leagues. It was awesome for us. And then it kind of grew to something that I never imagined. Our team took off. My business took off, and I kind of fell in love with it. But over the last couple of years, I've needed a change. I'd been working for them. It'll be almost 10 years. It would have been 10 years this April. So I've been working for them for a really long time. My son now is 11 and a half. And when I started, he was a little over a year, and that's crazy. He grew up with me, being a Beachbody coach and working out in our living room and all the things. So when I was pregnant with him, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, which is the thyroid autoimmune. And over the years, it's changed, it's fluctuated, it's flared, it's done all the things. And I started noticing, especially last summer, that I just wasn't feeling good. I was feeling tired all the time. I had awful brain fog, really bad digestion, just so much stuff that was just like kept piling on. And kind of like what Kim was saying, like, you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again and thinking it's going to work. Like, obviously something I was doing was not working, and I had to make a change. So I started looking for new supplements, something that I could add into my diet that would help me. And it's funny, at the same time, I just felt like I couldn't really share this on social media, that like I wasn't using the products that I was selling from, my previous company. And like, I felt like I was like a fraud. But I started looking into this new company. And for me, we've really dove into organic, non-GMO, dye-free, gluten-free, where that's our whole family is like that. And so that was super important to me when I was looking for a company. And so I started trying these supplements back in September, and doing the personalized vitamins, the shakes, all the things, just dove in. And I was shocked because, like, I don't know about you guys, but I'll go buy a multivitamin off the shelf at a grocery store and I don't expect to feel different, right? It's like, oh, I'm doing good for myself, but it's not like I feel better. But within 2 weeks of starting to take their supplements and their shakes, my digestion was better. I was so much less bloated. I had more energy. I was sleeping through the night. I had more pep in my step during the day. I was gaining like muscle definition and lifting more, gaining strength. And I was like, what is happening? Like, part of me was like, is this just me imagining it? Or is this really happening? Like, do I really feel that much better? And the truth, I mean, I was feeling so much better. And my husband was doing it too. And he was noticing a change. And my husband is like the manliest, like doesn't use lotion. Like, for him to be hooked on a supplement, like on taking vitamins every day, is not him at all. And so for, like, you know, when his vitamins were about to run out, he was like, Kelly, are you going to order me my vitamins again? And I just started laughing. And like, I'm like, who are you? Who is this guy? But it's true. We both feel 110 times better. And then I started noticing that there was some Beachbody executives that I truly loved and admired had moved over to Shaklee. And so I'm like, all right, what is going on over here? Like, the products are amazing. They're clean. They're non-GMO. There are no dyes in them. They're super tested. I feel amazing. And then, so I got on the phone with the corporate staff and I was like, all right, fill me in. Like, what is going on over here? Tell me about this company. Tell me about the compensation plan. Tell me about how, you know, how are you guys doing? And I was just blown away. They're growing and thriving, which in today's market is pretty much unheard of in network marketing or in any business. Their compensation plan and business model is the best one I have ever seen. The corporate support is there. While they're a huge company, it feels like you're becoming a part of like a mom and pop type business. They make you feel seen and heard and valued. And it was one of those things that I was at like a point where I could stay with Beachbody, a company that I kind of basically grew up with, or I could take a risk and jump to a new company that I felt like it was a better fit for me. And it was a super difficult choice, but at the end of the day, I think change is good and challenging yourself is good and pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, but also really trusting when God closes a door and opens another one, that you walk through it and you trust that and walk in faith. And that's definitely what I did too. So that's where I'm at today. And I'm super excited to like just share more about this company, what we're doing over here, and why it might be a really good fit for you guys.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen here. And I'm gonna go into present. Nope. Nope. Why does it always have to be hard? You know?
I think if you click, yep, the little arrows right there, it'll expand.
It'll expand. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me move. Oh, there, even better. It went all large here. Okay, I'm gonna, can I move? There we go. Okay. Why don't you keep going and then I'll go after you.
Okay. Do you want to go to the next? It's still showing the first one for me.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It's not on mine. Oh, hang on. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Okay. Hang on. It's like, it's got like a what's it called? I don't even know what's the word I'm looking for. Your screen sharing. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes. So it says the.
You see the presentation?
Yeah, I can see it now. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Can we go large again? How about now? Oh.
Yep, it's on page 3. Is that where you want to start?
Yeah. Is that right?
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, do you see page 2?
I see page 3.
What about now? 3?
Still 3.
Because, okay, hang on, wait. I just need to exit. How do I? Okay. How about, do you see 3? For some reason, when I go to, of course, this would happen. I should have just tried it a million times. You know, when you go to
Yeah, it locks it. What about at the top, present and record? Does that do it? I don't know what that does. No.
No, it's mad at my,
You want to just, do you want to just show it from here?
yeah, I'll just show it from here. You guys
Okay.
can, it's an unedited version. Here, let me
And
just
go back to 2.
yeah. Okay, here we go. All right.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, we'll just be here today. All right. And I can make this. There we
Perfect.
go.
Okay, so all right. So what I really loved is that this business is super simple and straightforward. You're not going to come in and try to figure out, like, I feel like you just need to come in, love the products, and be able to share it with other people. You're not going to be trying to balance tons of people underneath you, a giant team on right legs, left legs. I don't know. It's simple. It's easy. It's flexible. You decide how much you want to work, how much you don't want to work. There's no sales requirements at all. It's all social, which I love. I've fallen in love with network marketing. Like Kim said, I think it's the easiest and best way to grow a business today. And it's all about loving people, connecting with people, and sharing what's working for you. And I also love that you can just work straight from your phone. As a busy mom, a lot of times I'm working in the car pickup line or in my cracks of time. And so being able to just work, 98% from my phone when I have time is awesome for me. All right, next one.
Hang on. Oh, you would be. Hang on. Gosh.
No, it's not liking us today, is it?
No. No, let me try to move. I can't. Oh, that's fine. Okay. I was pressing left and it's down. It's not in, it's in its own mode here. Okay, here we go. I think we're in here.
Cool.
We're here. Okay, so obviously, as we all know, I think everyone in this group has dealt with some sort of network marketing company. At this point, they are growing faster than any other industry out there. They are, I think that knowing that 60 million people are in a network marketing industry, which is 45% of Americans, I think that it just shares that, or just shows that freedom is flexibility. And I think more people are trying to create a life that fits their family well. And I think in the world that we are living in, I think we're trying to stay tighter together. And I think that this allows that. Knowing that the e-commerce, you're not seeing a ton of companies pop up anymore with, on your side streets. You're seeing people work from their phone and get paid just as much, if not more than anything out there. Which is why I think trying to, when I was thinking like, what would I even go back to doing if I were to get a job and start again? I can't even think to go back that way, because I think now you see the opportunity and what's available to you. And I think that's what's so great about Shaklee is that you're not looking at, a couple years of experience. You're looking at a company that knows and has been doing the same thing for a very long time. So anyway,
yeah. So on this slide, we just kind of talk about like average household expenditures. Like people are spending $30 to $50 on cleaning supplies, $20 to $50 on beauty products. Millennials are spending $60 a month on supplements, which I was actually shocked about. Baby boomers, a little bit more, $130 per month. And then people that are like really health conscious, sport enthusiasts are spending about $300 per month on supplements of some sort. So we actually have products in all of these categories, which is really cool. You can help anybody from a mom who is pregnant with her baby all the way up to like a 90-year-old. We have products that will fit those needs, which is really cool. You're not limited to who you can help.
Yeah. I was actually helping someone last night because they wanted the silver stack. No, silver strip. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I didn't even realize there's so much stuff in here that I want to get my dad on, just because he's my problem in our family. Anyway, but sometimes I think we think that, this is just talking about how changing brands can truly change your life. And I think we all could probably talk about a brand. I mean, I think in this group alone, Energize would probably be something that we've, all been down that road of experiencing, that it gives us, gives us that pep in our step. And so when I think sometimes we get stuck and we don't even realize that maybe we need more. And I, just like Kelly, I started maybe a year and a half ago, really, especially during COVID, really paying more attention to what was going to give my family health. Because I think we were always on the defense, right? I'm always trying to make sure that we're using the right this, that, and the other, learning that there's iodine in my kids' vitamins. Like you I think you started paying more attention in 2020, I think because our health felt so like we needed to care for it. And so knowing that you've got vitamins and minerals, you've got immunity supplements, weight loss, athletic performance products with potential Energize coming in March. The skincare line is phenomenal. And if you look into any skincare line, there's like 2,500 things that the FDA allows companies to put in our skincare products that are not approved. Like they are not supposed to be in our skincare line. And we do those checks here at Shaklee. We make sure that none of those things are in there. Beauty products, shampoo and conditioner, body wash, lotion, hand sanitizer, laundry detergent, fabric softener, dryer sheets, cleaners, hand soap, dish soap, and so much more. So knowing that they are backed by so many safe and proven guarantees, I feel like just makes you feel so much better about what you're putting in there.
Yeah, they're actually the most clinically proven company in the world, which they are very proud of. They do tons of third-party testing. They do post-production testing, pre-production testing. Like it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so business testimonial. So this was huge for me because I wanted to be with a company that people are seeing wins now, not people that were seeing wins 8 years ago and that are just still hanging around. And so all of the people that are listed here are all people that have started in the last 18 months and they're seeing huge wins, which again, for me was important. I wanted to partner with a company that was seeing growth and that people were seeing quick wins. So Sarah at the top, she said my Shaklee earnings covered her private music lessons for both her daughters, car, homeowners insurance, car payment, utilities, and extra things that come up for her kids, like clothes, shoes, pedicures, girls' nights. And that's another thing too, like while her earnings cover a ton of things, even just being able to cover your kids' private lessons or being able to cover a free date night once a week for you and your husband, those things make a difference. And I think so often we're like, oh man, someone needs to make thousands and thousands of dollars in order for it to make an impact on their life. And like, no, like even those few $100s, those wins make a big difference. Christy, the next one says it's paying for boat parts and going into savings for future boat parts. And that's saying a lot because Christy actually lives on a boat. So, house maintenance is kind of a big deal for her. The next one down, it covers our wellness products, savings, unexpected bills, ongoing charities we support, and vacations. And then the last one, Rachel, my car bonus is honestly such a blessing. Car bonuses. So the company does have car bonuses and you can put it toward any vehicle that you want. It's not like you have to have a certain car in your driveway. If you have a car payment and you reach the second rank in Shaklee, you start getting monthly payments that you can put toward that car, which is really, really cool. She's also using it to pay for her twins' college tuition. Grateful for the flexibility that income has provided for her family. The cool thing, we're not going to go super deep into the commission structure, but just know there are 9 different ways that you can get paid with Shaklee. There are bonuses, there are trips, 100% paid for trips where you're getting money for the Uber driver to take to the airport to get on your free flight to go to your free hotel to enjoy your all-inclusive vacation. These are 100% free trips that you can earn and it's a very reasonable level. I actually came in last month and in 1 month earned my all-inclusive trip to Cabo in April in 1 month. So it's very doable. It's something that you can hit and earn and win. They have bonuses that are paid out daily, commissions that are paid out monthly. I keep on telling my husband, like, is this too good to be true? Like, I'm just shocked at how generous and giving this company is.
Well, and even I know we're not going to get too much into it, but even like knowing this month, any ambassador that signs up, so it's free to sign up. and that your commissions are doubled for January and February. I think there's something really powerful knowing that there is people who they want people to win. They want people to see success. I feel like that's something that's been lacking in my life for a long time. And I feel like I was always in the battlefield trying to defend this and do that. And for the first time, I feel like knowing like this month alone, you could make, so it, our prior company, they changed the structure and they're now giving out like a monetary bonus for Success Club. But that monetary bonus for the most you can make for the whole year is what you can make in Shaklee in 1 month. And I just think that just goes to show you where their money is going. And I think that the smaller company feel, the smaller organization is that the ability they can then provide these things for the people who are out there doing the work. And I think that that's phenomenal. I think that's sets them apart in so many ways. One thing that was asked, Kelly, and I don't know this answer, is Shaklee FDA approved in the United Kingdom?
That one I'm not I don't know if we sell in the UK, but I would have to look into that. I know we do Canada, the US, and in Asia, but I'm not sure about that. I'd have to look into it.
Yeah,
I had that question.
that's a good
I
question.
just know they have
Because
the
UK
most
has the
strictest
most. I was gonna
FDA.
say they have the most restrictive FDAs in anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard to get in there. It's really hard to get in there.
We'll have
I'm
to
gonna
look.
look. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Okay, you look at that. I'll share the next. Okay, so one of the things that I really love is, you know, when I told Kelly, like, okay, this is what I want to make per month. Like, what does that look like? And she's like, oh, well, here, let me show you. That doesn't exist that I've seen before, like where you actually get to share what it looks like to make this much money. So these are monthly averages that you're going to see throughout the company. So these are the 9 positions that they have. And for example, I was going to see to be
it
like
even goes past that, yeah. But
be a director, Kelly, all you need is you just need volume.
so to be the first main rank director, you only need volume underneath you. It's 2000 PV, which again, it's probably too much information for on this call, but it's 2000 PV to hit director. You don't need it to sign a team member. You don't have to grow your team at all, which I know some people just want to come in, they want to grow a side hustle. They don't want to manage people underneath them. They don't want a team. They don't want to do that. And that's okay. You should be able to come into a company and make good earnings by just supporting the products and helping them, you know, get in the hands of people that you know. What I love about that is I can tell people I can look them in the eye and say, if you hit director, on average, you will be making $1,000 a month, and you don't have to do anything but it's just income based or volume based, just volume based, which I love. Like, I just love being able to tell people, like, if you get to this rank, this is where you're gonna land. It's just nice as a leader. And I love having an option that people can earn without growing a team. I love that this can benefit both people, the person that wants to thrive, like grow a huge organization, but also the person that just wants to do this as a side hustle, sell the products, but still earn a significant income.
Yeah, no, that's huge. So this is, again, just sharing the different levels of career paths within Shaklee, and kind of what it looks like per month to get there. So
yeah.
And this is annually, right?
Yep, those are annual earnings.
Earnings. Yep. These are annual earnings based on average. That's what they took. And then how to get started. I think that's, you know, one of the things that, I mean, obviously anybody can go onto you get a website and anyone can go on there and there's so much to choose from. I think that was one of the things yesterday in our launch group that was so, everyone's like, oh my gosh, they have this and they have that. And they have, you know, there really is no, and a lot of stuff, excuse me, I had quite a few people say it's kind of like Amway, which I feel like back in the day, but the difference here is obviously Amway, you had to have all the product. You had to be, you had to house it in, you know, your garage was Amway's storage. So, you know, very different. But Anyway, how to get started. You can choose the package that's best for you. So, just like Margie and I were talking, the best, in my opinion, it's what I signed up with was the 169. And it's actually free to sign up right now. So it's just 169. And then you will get, a 2 free boosts with that. So you could try like the sustained energy, or you could get the 7-day reset. That's going to come with your 2 life shakes, your Meology vitamin stack, and some collagen. So really I've been taking those now for, I guess I'm going on almost 2 weeks. And I do feel different. I mean, the shakes are so light and fluffy. I don't know how to explain them because but they taste great. More protein. I'm adding less, I don't need Recover and Shakeology to kind of give me what I need for muscles. So that's a great way to get started. And
I will say too,
yeah.
with that, so it's the 169, the 49.95 is waived. Your first 3 months of business fees are waived also. So basically you're walking in here and for free for the next 3 months, you can start your business. You're earning double commission for January and February. We have, a bunch of new training. You're not going to walk in and feel like, okay, now what? You're going to have training on how to get started, how to launch, how to be successful. Because our goal is not only for you to have your products paid for so you can keep using them, but for you to actually bring money home in your first month. Like, we want you to see success right away. And that's why I love that. Like, you can get started with our best, like that is our best selling product, the Ready Set Wellness Starter Kit. That is our best product. You get a free boost this month, free business, 3 months of free business. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't try it. Like, I don't see the harm in even giving this a go at this point, because you literally have nothing to lose. So,
right. And when Meology, the quiz is probably my favorite part of like the whole thing. I don't know why. I just think that knowing, and actually was talking to someone yesterday, and one of the biggest things they're like, I don't feel like I'm being sold. Like, there's only this package. This is all we have. No, that package was like specifically designed with me in mind. Like, I put in my issues, I put in my wants, I put in my needs. And if you haven't taken the Meology assessment, you can hop online and take that. But that in itself is probably the biggest, you're literally just getting what you need for your body in 1 month. And the fact that you're getting this little pack of supplements that's full of, stuff that's going to help you and if the more specific you are taking that Meology test, the better. Because if you were to go out and buy all those supplements, you would be spending so much more money. And so the value is really unheard of. My kids are loving their vitamins. Every morning they're like rushing to the little box, and they love the little quotes. And today they learned that their ears and their nose keep growing till they're old and dead, and they thought that was really concerning. And then they were wondering why old people are so deaf. And it was a great conversation. But needless to say, like, I feel like the company has families' health in mind, and that just feels different. I don't know how else to explain it. It just feels different. So anyway, that was a lot. Any other questions? Or let me hear, I stop share here.
I did look. I don't believe that they're selling in the UK as of yet. So, unfortunately.
No UK.
No UK.
UK lets no one in.
Right.
They don't. I feel like it's so hard. But they are selling in, was it Mexico?
They are in. I just looked at the list. Let me see. The list of Shaklee. I just paid attention to Canada and US because that's where I would primarily sell. So let's see.
Kim?
Yeah.
If I buy that package thing that was on 179, 160, whatever I saw, is that for me, that program for weight loss?
Yeah.
Okay. I know there's a lot of stuff that they sell, but I want to get out of this mess that I'm right. Yeah, I'm in a stuck position. I forget what you call that, but I'm stuck at this weight.
Kelly, you could probably give a better testimony to the Life Shake, because I was trying to explain to someone yesterday that it really is it's a weight loss, it's metabolism, it's more meant for your wellness. And well, you go ahead.
Yeah. So for those of you that normally drink Shakeology, so Shakeology was kind of like a one-stop shop for vitamins, probiotic, protein, superfoods, all the things, right? Digestive enzymes. So Life Shake is more of a protein. It's a protein shake. It's filled with, it's called lecithin. It's a type of protein that helps promote lean muscle growth, burns fat, and helps boost your metabolism. And again, I'm like a walking example of this because I did the same workout program for 8 weeks in the summer and then repeated it in the fall. And the amount of change I saw in my body doing it a second time while using these products blew my mind. I was so shocked at how much stronger I looked, how much muscle I gained. I even leaned out and toned up while gaining muscle. It was the coolest thing ever. So the Life Shakes combined with your vitamins is basically it's your personalized supplements. It's like your personalized superfoods based on what you need. And then the Life Shake is going to help you boost your metabolism, supplement a meal, give you that really healthy, clean protein. Those two things combined is a game changer. But like you had said, Margie, if you are looking to boost your metabolism, we also have a metabolism boost that you could add on top of that. We have probiotics. If it's like digestion that you think you need, you can add a probiotic to what you're doing. And when you answer your questions on your Meology, it will ask you, like, what are the 3 main things you're looking to see a change in? And you can say weight management. That could be your number 1. Or you could say digestion. Whatever that is. So after you get your Meology assessment, we can kind of look at what they recommend and then add a supplement to that to kind of help you with any specific problems that you need.
And Kelly, I did do the email thing, whatever. I did answer the questions. So yeah, what I did many moons ago, I can't remember Shaklee, because I was like 21, 22 years old when my mom put me on the program. And can I still do portion fix with Shaklee or no? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They do have a meal plan, like a pretty expensive meal plan you can look into if you need something.
Yeah, I remember seeing something like it's refreshing my memory a little bit, but I know that I really like the shakes. And it wasn't a problem because my mom had me do Herbalife at one time. I couldn't do it. But the Shaklee, yes, I can see myself getting back onto something like that.
Yeah, they also have snack bars that are pretty awesome too. If you need like another way to like supplement your eating that makes it easy and quick. They have
I need that because I just changed to cafeteria food, and I know they're like, oh, you can have a pizza. No, I'm not eating pizza. So I did eat a Beachbody bar when I was there, but I'm okay with change. I mean, I changed from Optavia, but I was worried that I was going to gain all my weight back. I did gain 12 pounds from Optavia going into Beachbody, but my lab works are better now than they were before. So as long as the doctor's seeing my lab works, I'm actually never been on a normal range before in 23 years. And I'm actually in a normal range. And I'm like, what? But if I go back to eating my bad habits, then the cholesterol, the diabetes, and the high blood pressure is going to come back. And those are the 3 silent killers that people don't realize it. And Beachbody has helped me get my health back with Optavia, but I'm not doing Optavia right now. I'm just coaching it because I can't let go of my clients. I like them and they're losing weight. I can't do it. I like him. I can't just throw my clients away.
I know.
I get that.
But yeah, it's called Shaklee 180 Metabolic Boost. So when you go to check out, look and see what actually, I think I can look. If you shared it with me, I can look at her results, can't I?
Yep.
Yes, and then you can see my weight and everything.
Oh, no, she won't see all that. She won't see all that.
Okay. I'm okay with it because you know what? I'm not 300 pounds anymore.
Okay, but I will look at it and see, and then I'll see if we should recommend and if you should add on the metabolic.
And then Kim, can you just send me that on a text message? I don't have paper here. So, cause I'm going to place an order when I get off work.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
And you don't have to do it pronto. I don't get home till like 4:30 because I have a daycare too.
You got it. Okay, cool. Well, any other questions before we hop off? No. Awesome. Well, I hope for those of you that watched this, if you have any questions that you didn't get answered in this, you can obviously reach out to Kelly and I or in the launch group and ask away. And we will be here to support you every step of the way. We are doing a kickoff new ambassador training on Monday night at, what time did you say, 5:30 Pacific?
Yep, 5:30 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah,
Yep.
so if you do get signed up, we will be rocking and rolling with some trainings starting Monday.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you girls for hopping in, spending your mornings with us. Carry on with your days and hope to see you on the other side. Bye, girls.